Sarah is a kindergartner in an immersion program at her school. The teacher in her classroom only speaks Spanish, and the children are encouraged to do so as well. They read books in Spanish, write in Spanish, and play games in Spanish. Sarah and the other kids have picked up the language very quickly because they are exposed to it so much every day. The main language spoken in her family home is English, but her parents wanted her to learn Spanish because of its growing presence in their country and because they planned on going on mission trips when the kids got older. From what the parents have observed, Sarah is doing well in the class and seems eager to show her parents what she has learned. However, the parents don't speak Spanish very well, and therefore, English is the primary language spoken in their home. They go to English-speaking places to do daily errands, go to an English-speaking church, and other English-speaking places every day. They plan to continue to keep her in the immersion program throughout elementary school. Because of her immersion program, Sarah made a friend named Aaliyah. Aaliyah comes from a Spanish-speaking family. Sarah remembered how hard her immersion class was at first because she didn't know any of the language the teacher was speaking in. Sarah wondered how hard it must be for Aaliyah when her whole world is in a language she doesn't understand. By the end of elementary school, Sarah is mostly fluent in Spanish, but she is not doing as well in her few classes that are taught in English. She is even falling behind in certain areas of her Spanish classes. Up to this point, her parents are not too concerned. She still seems to be doing well in her Spanish speaking as well as her English, as far as they can tell. However, in 6th grade she will enter into a normal middle school program with only one Spanish class that is specifically designed for advanced students. She will continue to take this class for a while, which aims to help her and other immersion students retain their second language. Switching from almost complete Spanish education to almost completely English education was a big shock for Sarah, and it showed. Although she was slightly struggling before, it became even more difficult for her in this language that she was not familiar with and using at school. One day she brought home a math test with a big red F on the corner, and her parents were concerned. They asked her if anything was wrong at school, if the teacher was mean, or she couldn't see the whiteboard. She said that it wasn't that, she just didn't get it. The story problems weren't making sense with the numbers. The parents went and met with the teacher a few days later and asked if they knew why she wasn't doing well. She said that she had seen this happening with some of the other students that came from the immersion program, and it was a common problem. They decided to put her in special classes for the subjects she was struggling with. They helped her get better grades in those classes, but they did nothing to improve her confidence. She still felt like she was far behind the other kids. During the last few years of elementary school and the beginning of middle school, she began to lose confidence in her academic ability, which further took a toll on her performance. This lack of confidence in herself and her academic abilities continued to negatively impact her throughout the remainder of her education.